Hey folks, welcome to the final edition of the Futures League Rundown. I'm your host, Ben Hayes. The Nashua Silver Knights have won the 2016 Futures League Championship after beating the Worcester Bravehearts last night by the score of 8-5.
The cup was in the building. It's just a different feeling when that's the case. And Nashua knew what they had to do to keep it. After winning Game 1 in an 11-inning comeback thriller, the Knights surged into Worcester yesterday, riding their hot streak and got up early. Yanni Barrows was back in action. Thanopoulos went 2 for 5 with a pair of doubles, 2 runs batted in, and 1 run scored. His teammate over at Amherst was pretty good as well. The shortstop Harry Roberson went 2 for 4, scoring twice and knocking another one in. And well, the Knights were up by 4 early. Colin Duffley out of UMass Lowell was in the zone as the right-hander was on the bump for Nashua. Duffley allowed 2 runs on 7 hits in his 5 innings of work in what was actually Duffley's first career Futures League start. Talk about being ready for the situation. He struck out a season-high 5 batters. But the Bravehearts would fight back. With 2 runners on base, down by 4, Ryan Ward knocked a double into right field just out of the reach of first baseman Ryan Sullivan, bringing home both runners. He was 2 for 3 with a pair of doubles and a walk on the night. Ward is an incoming freshman at Bryant, so he's about to be teammates with the 2016 Futures League MVP Mickey Gasper. Later, John Friday of Franklin Pierce puts a charge into one and sends it over the left field wall for his second homer of the playoffs. Now, bottom of the 9th, Nashua leads 8-4, but they load the bases with 1 out and walk in the Bravehearts' 5th run of the game. One swing of the bat to win this game for Worcester, but a pop-up for out number 2 would then set up this. Anthony Maduri gets Austin Lone Star to strike out swinging to end the game and the season. The Silver Knights of Nashua are your 2016 Futures League champions. This is Nashua's 3rd championship, the most in Futures League history. And what championship would be complete without a Gatorade bath? Here's Yanni Thanopoulos and Jeremy Roberts dousing their unsuspecting manager BJ Neverett. That's just guys being dudes. Congrats to the 3-seed Knights on winning 4 straight games against the top 2 seeds in the playoffs to bring home the hardware. And of course, congrats to the Worcester Bravehearts on a great season and a well-fought playoffs.
Now time for the player and pitcher of the night, brought to you by On Deck Sports, the official sponsor of the Futures League.
And the On Deck Sports player of the night goes to Yanni Thanopoulos of the Nashua Silver Knights, as the outfielder from Amherst went 2 for 5 on the day with 2 doubles, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. The On Deck Sports pitcher of the night goes to Colin Duffley of the Nashua Silver Knights, as the right-hander from UMass Lowell got the start for the Knights and picked up the win for his 5 innings of work. Duffley allowed 2 runs on 7 hits and struck out 5 batters to win the championship.
Thanks for tuning in to the final episode of the Futures League Rundown for the 2016 season. On behalf of TJ Hartnett, Kylie Farrell, Brittany Mahan, and myself, aka your 2016 Futures League Multimedia Broadcast Team, I would just like to thank all of you fans for tuning into our coverage of Futures League Baseball this entire season. You know guys, it's really meant a lot to all of us. Baseball is a sport that is always fun to cover, but you guys are the ones that really make it worthwhile. Shout out to the boss, Chris Hall, for doing another excellent job as Futures League commish. This league is getting more and more popular each and every day, and Chris is the main reason for that. Shout out to Brandon, Gabe, and Lindsay, as well as everyone else that keeps the Futures League running smoothly day in and day out. You guys are the real MVPs. And of course, shout out to the 2016 Futures League champs, and now the 3-time Futures League champs, the Nashua Silver Knights. Great job this year, guys. But hey, just because the season is over doesn't mean that you shouldn't follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. The off-season will be full of great content as we prep for the 2017 season. But for now, that's all she wrote. Reporting for FCBL TV for the last time, I'm Ben Hayes. You stay classy, Futures League fans.